Okay, I'm here to tell you this Chud the Builder situation is not that crazy. It is not that crazy. This is the playbook that has been done before, right? If you have been living under a rock and you have no idea what Chud the Builder is, I'll give you an idea. All right, he's a streamer, but he's a special kind of streamer. They call him a rage baiter, and they say that he's racist, right? And he goes around and he'll go to like black communities and call people the N word and try to challenge people and to basically challenge people. He's rage baiting people, try to get a rise, try to get a reaction out of people. This is who Ted the Builder is, and this is what he does, right? But now what basically has happened is I don't know how he thought this wasn't going to happen, but it did, right? He tried this with somebody. Somebody decided to fight back or decided to, threaten him, fight him, or whatever, right? And he shot him. And Chad the Builder was shot. Chad the Builder shot him, right? And guy didn't die, thank God, right? But now Chad the Builder is facing an attempted murder charge, and that carries a pretty hefty sentence, right? So there's a lot of people online defending him. I've even seen black people online defending the fact that we have to get past this word because he was basically calling them the N word, right? Saying that we have to get past this word, and it's only it's something that should not strike rage in us anymore, right? Okay, that's a fair assessment, and that's their opinion, right? And on the other side, they're also saying that it's free speech, right? He has the right to say whatever he wants. You do not have the right to attack him after he says whatever he says to him, right? So whatever he says to you, that's also a fair assessment. That's a fair way to say that. But I'm gonna bring in a third idea, right? If you go around and you harass people, right, and you don't expect that somebody's gonna come and respond to that, you're dumb. Now he's not dumb. He's not dumb. He knew this was gonna happen because he had his gun out. And this is why they're saying that it couldn't be self-defense because he had his gun out. Right? You're not defending yourself if you're actively talking garbage to a person and you have the gun out. You're basically threatening that person, according to what I've read here, right? But I'm not, and also there's another factor that goes into this. What was that? It was Crypto Casino. Crypto Casino has put up the bail money for him, but the judge has like locked all his accounts, and he's got it's either one. We could look it up. It's either $1 million or $1.2 million or something like that. It's over $1 million for his bond, right? I guess they think he's gonna flee, or they just don't want him to get out of jail, right? That's fine. But what I do want to say about this right here is this is something that's going to divide us, right? They have promoted this case, and they'll use this guy to divide us. Because right now on both sides, even though we're divided down the middle politically, Democrat, Republican, on both sides, black and white people are we're getting along, and more black conservatives have come in. So the left is going to use this to try to divide the black conservatives from the white conservatives, saying, "Oh, you're going to be with these racist people" or something like that, right? It's the same playbook they've used all the time. Why do you think they chose George Floyd? I'm not saying that you step on you put your knee on a man's neck until he dies and you're a cop. That's wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that that's right. I'm not saying that that's right at all. What I am saying is they chose somebody that had a troubled past so that the other side could say, well, look, he's done all this, nobody knows the history, right? And now it's starting, now this is division now. So now blacks and whites are divided again, right? Based on that. And this is the same kind of thing that's about to go on right now with this Chud the Builder situation, right? What I hope happens is he does serve some time for this, because he's creating because everything's going pretty well now. More blacks are coming into conservative. More people are focused on running their government nowadays, right? And picking good politicians, whether you're on each side, whatever side you're on, they're focused. The left believes what they believe, the right believe what they believe, right? We believe what we believe, right? And we have our reasons for thinking what we, but we're all focused. It's putting in a conversation. And largely race is out of it. Largely race, unless it's the left trying to say that they're Nazis and things like that. That's which is ridiculous. They are the ones that if you really want to be honest about it, it's the left that have a problem. They support Palestine. So they're saying that the other side has done something wrong. Israel, and there's a big thing going on now where it's a lot of people are starting to this. We'll get into that that's a whole nother show to talk about on what's going over there in the Middle East and those say Iran, and that's a whole nother show. We will get to that, but today we are on how they promote things to divide us. Now, because it's clear you can't you can't just go into somebody's neighborhood. I mean, I guess you can do it. But if you go into somebody's neighborhood and start disrespecting people, calling them out their name and things like that, and somebody punches you in the face, why are you surprised? Now I would have more respect if it was like they said, okay, he got in a fight. He put hands on the guy put hands on him. He put even if he had a one, I would have had more respect for that. But then you go into somebody else's neighborhood, you go into somebody else's vicinity, you're disrespectful. Then when this person comes back at you, you shoot them. That's to me that's cowardly. To me that's cowardly, right? I'm just looking at it. I'm looking at it from that standpoint right there, right? People are like, they say people should not get mad about just sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me, right? That's not true. That's not true. You went in there and you were disrupting people. You were messing with people, and that's what happened. Now I'm not defending it on a point that he used the because he does it, and I actually seen a video of him talking, and he was talking about how it's free speech and all that kind of stuff. It's free. And in this case, he was able to defend his free speech, right? But ultimately, I believe he's going to end up paying for that, because if they let him go, there's going to be a whole bunch of copycats that try to do the same thing. There's going to be you can go say whatever to anybody, and then shoot them afterwards, right? That's kind of, I mean, you're going to provoke people. If you're going to provoke people, and they do something to you, like that's karma. That's karma. And the fact that this crypto casino went behind it's a good publicity stunt. I can't hate them for that. It's a good publicity for them, right? Because this is a big case, and if they allow this to continue, it's gonna keep happening. So what I ultimately, okay, I'll tell you what I think is gonna happen. This is my prediction. they are going to throw the book at him, right? And this is also going to cause another racial divide, right? A racial divide in politics, because there's going to be one side, well, he didn't do nothing. Well, yes, he did. He did do something, right? I can't just go like if I can't just go up to a blue collar man and start talking crazy to this person and not expect him to respond. And a lot of times it's not gonna there are states where you can stand your ground. You know what I mean? So if let's say I'm not sure if Tennessee's one, right? But if it's stand your ground state, right? And the other person hit him, right? You're only allowed to use the same amount of force. Because once you take it to that next level, it is it is what it is. I'm not clear on that. I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% on that. But I know it has some gray area like that with those states. And I'm in Texas, so I'm kind of basing it on like the mutual combat law. Look that up if you want to check out. Those are some interesting videos with the mutual combat law, right? So in my opinion, they're gonna throw the book at him because he's gonna because they don't want it because there's gonna be more copycats. I mean, there's people that do it already. I've seen videos of this happen before. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's it doesn't matter who's in office. There's always going to be a racist minority. There's always going to be that. I mean, I've even met people that did not weren't really very fond of black people, right? But because I spoke to them well, they're like, yeah, you're pretty cool, So, and it's all a case by case basis. You even, you can go like, I'm blue collar, right? I'm in the trucking industry, right? So I can talk to somebody that may not be fond of black people out there, but he'll respect me because I'm doing the same job he's doing, right? And that's pretty much how I see it, right? So just keep this in mind. Just to recap on this. This is going to be a big case to divide us again, right? So if you're a black conservative, you're a white conservative, right? Don't let this sway you from whatever it is you're seeing in your or whatever it is your political ideology, because right now I believe the conservatives have it because they have a lot of common sense policies, and we'll see how that goes going further. So like the show, or give me a like and a follow, and stay blessed, and that's it.